Hey, what's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all latest Dodgers news and rumors all offseason long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day: should the Dodgers re-sign Kenley Jansen? What kind of contract should they offer him if you think they should? And also, who do you think should be the closer next year for the 2022 Los Angeles Dodgers? I want all your takes on this one down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So is the California adventure really over in Los Angeles? The big fella's a free agent this offseason. The organization, they have to decide if they're going to re-sign the franchise's all-time leader in saves. 350 saves in 395 chances, a 2.37 career ERA with the Dodgers, and he had a great year in his contract here. He added 38 more saves. He had a 2.22 ERA this year. He was an all-star snub. A lot of people thought that he should have been in the All-Star game in Colorado, but after not making that game following the All-Star break, he blew 3 consecutive saves, with that third blown save coming against the Giants on July 22nd. He was booed off the mound. Dodger Stadium wasn't happy about it. Dodger fans everywhere. We're talking about replacing Kenley Jansen as the Dodgers closer, but what did he do after that? Well, he went on an absolute tear. He went 17 for 17 in save opportunities. He had a .96 ERA, a .96 ERA since getting booed off the mound at Dodger Stadium. So major props to Kenley Jansen. You got to give him tons of credit. He gets booed at his home ballpark, and what does he do? He doesn't fold up. He doesn't just quit. He doesn't fold like Superman on laundry day. He stepped up in a big way. He was working with mental health experts. He was finding a way to work those mechanics. You saw what he did with his hips, trying to keep that shoulder in. You saw what he was able to do with his release point, and he just totally reinvented himself this season, and especially after that moment. After that moment, like I said, a .96 ERA in 37 2/3 innings pitched, at 36.2 K percentage for the rest of the regular season, a 9.6 walk percentage, but he stepped his game all the way up in the postseason. In the postseason, he went 2-0, 7 innings pitched, 14 punch-outs to just 1 walk, a 56% K percentage, and a 4% walk percentage. He was absolutely outstanding. He was lights out of the pen. He was by far the Dodgers' best reliever, and now the big question is, will the Dodgers try to bring him back? Because he put himself in a great position to get a nice new contract, and I think one of the big reasons why is he reinvented himself. He's not relying on the cutter like he once was. You're seeing him use that slider, use that two-seam fastball, the way he's diversified his arsenal. If I'm a team out there, I'm looking at Kenley Jansen saying, hey, this is a top 10 closer. There's no question about it. There's teams like the Chicago Cubs, the San Francisco Giants could use a player like Kenley Jansen, a pitcher that can go out there and get you those big saves. And I think Kenley Jansen, you saw his Instagram, he removed the Dodgers from his bio. I think there's a really good chance that he's going to be gone this offseason, and so does friend of Dodgers Nation, Bill Plunkett. The MLB insider appeared on MLB Network's High Heat with Chris Russo and Alana Rizzo, and he talked about why he thinks Kenley could be done with the Dodgers.
I think Kenley Jansen mentally is ready to go somewhere else. I think the experience last postseason where Julio Urias closed out the most important games and Kenley had to watch from the bullpen, I think that sticks with him and his pride. And I think he would take an offer and go somewhere else.
So that's really interesting right there, to suggest that Kenley Jansen is carrying some resentment towards the Dodgers because they went with Julio Urias in so many of those big high-leverage moments throughout the 2020 postseason. The Urias had Urias in his veins throughout, 13 1/3 scoreless innings, didn't give up a single run, and he was just fantastic, and he does get those final 3 outs, and I think that in a perfect world, those would have been Kenley's final 3 outs, but after what we saw in Game 4, where he wasn't able to get that save, he was 1 strike away from ending the game and striking out Brett Phillips, but he gives up that base hit to Brett Phillips. Randy Arozarena, he scores the game-winning run. Brett Phillips is in airplane mode running around the field, and then in Game 5, the Dodgers, they elected to go with Blake Trinan. He gets that key save, and then, of course, Urias, he closed it out in Game 6. So a couple things about that. One, am I surprised he was upset? No. Two, am I happy that he was upset? Yes, because the fact that he was upset lets you know everything you need to know about Kenley Jansen. He's a competitor. He wanted the opportunity to get those final 3 outs, to get that big save for the Dodgers. I'd be more upset if he wasn't upset that he wasn't out there in that game. So there's that. And then also, I think that if the Dodgers want to bring him back and they offer him a nice deal and they give him a nice bag, he will be back for the Dodgers. He'll forget about 2020 if they give him $40 million on a new contract, because that's how much I think it will cost to bring him back to LA. I don't think he's accepting anything less than $12 million per season, and I just think that other teams are going to see him as a top 10 closer. To me, that's what he is. And of course, you would love to have Kenley Jansen on this team under an affordable contract, but at this point, I think he's going to get another nice bag. I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't think the Dodgers, when you consider how many guys they have to re-sign this offseason, how many guys they could potentially bring back, guys like Chris Taylor, Corey Seager, Clayton Kershaw, the list goes on and on. Will they have enough money for Kenley Jansen? I just don't think they will. I don't think they'll make that move. And when he does sign with another team, they do have Blake Trinan. They signed him to a 2-year, $17.5 million deal last offseason. And then you also have Brusdar Graterol waiting in the wings after him. And Brusdar Graterol, he was fantastic in October. He had a 1 ERA in 9 innings pitched, and that 1 run was on that Kenley Jansen inherited run where he gave up the game-winning hit to Rosario there in Game 2. So I think if Brusdar Graterol stays in that game the way he was pitching, I like him in that spot, especially Kenley coming in, runner on second base, not the ideal situation for the big fella. I think Brusdar Graterol has a bright potential. I think he's going to be Bruce Star Graterol for this team. I don't like him as the closer next year. I think Trinan is that guy for 2022. Don't forget, too, Tommy Kenley. This bullpen is going to have an infusion of new guys next season, so I just don't think it's going to include Kenley Jansen. But I asked you guys on Twitter, who do you want to see be the closer of the Dodgers next season? And in 1 hour, 845 votes, 40.9% of you said Kenley Jansen. You want to see the Dodgers re-sign the big fella, and 37.5% of you said Blake Trinan, 18.8% said Brusdar Graterol, and then 2.7% said other. And then I also asked you on Twitter, do you think they should bring back Kenley? And here were some of your responses. At Scott Guerin tweeted, after him adding more pitches this season, he regained his elite closer status in my book. Just hope he's not expecting a huge payday. If so, they should let him walk. Priorities elsewhere. At CMart_091 says, let him walk, re-sign Knebel, and make him the closer. Then at Ryan Tanner tweeted, I actually think they should, but only if they can get him for $10 to $15 million per year, not $20+ million. Then at Raleigh Jones Jr. tweeted, I think Kenley earned another 1 to 2 year contract with us. He faltered at times, but mostly turned it around. He is no longer the liability that he was last year. At Scully Fan tweeted, Giants might sign him if Dodgers don't. At Scully Fan tweeted, Giants might sign him if Dodgers don't. 2 3-year deal seems appropriate after he reinvented himself. He is still elite. Then this is from at Chris J. Hernandez. He tweeted, yes, 3 years, $15 million AAV. If not, then Trinan, but better lock up Knebel. Then finally, at Bobby_Drake1331 tweeted, yes, he's a Dodger legend and deserves to be brought back, even if he's not the closer anymore. So I do think there will be teams out there willing to sign Kenley Jansen for 3 years, $36 million, 4 years, $45 to $48 million, something in that range. He's 34 years old, but I think he can still get big saves for lots of teams around the league. And I think there will be a more robust market than you probably expect for the big fella. Teams are going to want Kenley Jansen. But let me know down below in the comment section, do you want to see the Dodgers re-sign Kenley Jansen? If so, how much should they offer him? And also, who do you want to see be the closer closer for the Dodgers in 2022? I want all your takes on this one down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Download the new Dodgers Nation app. Also, we have a new Lakers channel too. I'm going to be doing all kinds of stuff for this Lakers channel. We have a Lakers post-game show, all kinds of cool stuff. I'll put the description and the links down below in the comment section so you can check that out for my Laker fans. But for latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.